garlic, onions, cucumber. As how? It's funny how that is the reaction many of us have whenever we're reading or we're studying about the Israelites. Or maybe we're even in church and the pastor is making reference to the Israelites. We always cannot seem to understand these guys. Like, how exactly do you mean you want to go back to Egypt? You want to go back to the Egyptians because of cucumber, garlic, onions? Make it make sense. What we all fail to, notice or to realize is the similarity between these guys and us, between the Israelites and this our generation, because we're people filled with complaint, ingratitude, grumbling, murmuring, different kinds of things. Even when God has finally answered our big prayer points. You see, when I came to Abuja, I had no job. I did not come to Abuja with a job. I just came here and I was idle, always staying at home, sleeping, watching movies, chatting, studying, praying. I was doing all of that. And I started crying to God. God, I just need a job. God, please, a job. This cannot be my life. I cannot just be lying down and be wasting time when people are working outside, people are being productive outside. I kept on doing all of that. And then God gave me a job. I got a job. It's not a job I was asking for. I got the job. And I was grateful at first, because that is what we all do. We are grateful at first. Initially, we were filled with so much gratitude. And I'm not even joking when I tell you that it was not up to 1 month when I started complaining. I said, God, take me back home. I miss when I was idle, when I had 24 hours to myself. I could just, do all what I wanted to do. Now I'm so choked up. I don't even have time to myself. I cannot do anything. I just want to go back to what I know. And that is the issue. A lot of us like to see the Israelites and just see the garlic and onions and all of that. We don't want to see that it was not really about the garlic. It was about the comfort zone. It was about the familiar setting. They were used to Egypt. They already knew how the Egyptians, used to live. And it was just a thing of, take us back to where we know. We want to go back to where we know. Here, we don't know. There, we know. Please take us back. And that is what we're all doing. So it's beautiful when we try to see ourselves in good biblical characters, or like Queen Esther, like Daniel, like Mary, the sister of Lazarus. But it should also be good if we see ourselves in Jonah, if we see ourselves in the Israelites. Nobody wants to pick all those people, even though it is very clear that we're presenting signs and symptoms of these guys. We're showing characteristics of these people. So this is not a video to tell you practical steps to not be like the Israelites, because we are like them. But then we need to find the problem. What was the problem? They wanted to just go back to their comfort zone. And that is not progress at all. And that's what I want. I've been thinking in my mind, I just want to go back to my comfort zone. I don't want this job again. I just want to go and lie down and sleep. I complained about idleness. Now I want to go back to idleness. I feel like there is something in us that fights growth. And so the moment we start progressively growing, there is always something that tries to draw us back to our comfort. There's always something that tries to draw us back to, this place, we don't really know this thing. We don't really know content. We don't really know this business. We know what we've been doing before. Let's go back. Let's go back. And so we always forget the reason why, or the fact that we were praying to leave that familiar ground. And now God has answered our prayers. We want to go back because we understand that place. We understand that setting. It is familiar to us. And that is something that we should actively fight. We should actively work against. We should pray against comfort zone. Whatever is so comfortable to you that even when you're growing, you want to just go back to being comfortable. It's a problem. And that is how we're very similar to the Israelites. So, I've come to say my piece today. I'm done, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.